So 1,000 drones lit up the night sky over the National Stadium on Independence Day at the Grand Gala with a display that wowed the crowd, not for the first time. Jamaican Adrian is the Chief Executive Officer and Creative Director of Lunar Light Drone Show Technologies, the company behind the drone show. He's our diaspora check-in guest today, and I find out that him don't follow instructions already. But he's with us. Adrian, morning. Welcome to Smile. How are you?
Good morning, Noah. Morning. Thanks for having me.
It is our pleasure. Before we get to that, bring me up to date about where you were in Jamaica, which parish, which school, and why you leave us and go on a foreign. Tell me about that.
Yeah, well, you know, so my family is from the Falmouth, Trelawney side. I was born in St. Catherine and grew up in Kingston, Hope Pastures, Mona area. Attended Mona Prep, actually, and transitioned to Woolmer's High School, Agekwadagis for my Wolverians.
Yes, man, I'm not going to hold it again, so it's all right. It's a good school. Yeah.
Then, so, I wanted to pursue the art of filmmaking and acting, actually, and then went to the Art Institute of Fort Lauderdale in Florida.
So where was the fascination for that? Where did that start, film school and stuff? Where did that start?
Well, funny enough, my father was always somewhat in the arts. He was always taking pictures and photos. And I just was one of those young kids who would get my hand on a VHS camera at the time and, film and create karate stunts and different things that would keep me and my friends engaged. And, just always, I think I actually applied for Little People. I didn't get in, but, I tried.
So you did all that before you left Jamaica?
Absolutely. I left Jamaica in 1997.
Yeah.
But always came back. I don't think I would consider it leaving Jamaica.
Yeah.
I would say, stepped out for a little bit.
Yeah. Was there a plan B at the time that if this film thing never worked, you would have turned accountant or something like that? Was there a plan B?
Oh, well, I actually wanted to do acting. And my mother said to me, well, you know what? You need to do something that you could fall back on, that in the event that doesn't work out, you could fulfill that particular career. So video and film production was the best direction to go. And I actually fell in love with the behind the scenes and the directing and the producing. So coming out of college, I actually started a production company called Steady Image Media Group. And I've been doing that ever since until we transitioned into this technology company, Lunar Light Drone Show Technologies.
Yeah, and in preparing for this, I read that you worked with Paul Campbell and stuff.
Absolutely.
How was that connection made?
Well, Paul Campbell and I met, I believe, in 2008, and we produced a feature film together that won an award at the American Black Film Festival in Miami back in 2010. So, we worked together. We're good friends. We're always bouncing ideas and discussing creative ideas. The filmmaking journey is one of those things where you have to kind of rock that space with someone who is like-minded. So Paul Campbell and I kind of hit it off.
I also read that it is said that you're a storyteller, but you kind of tell stories in a different way.
Right. So storytelling by way of, starting with the production company, we would create campaigns for corporate companies, TV shows, documentaries, and like I said, the feature film. With the Lunar Light Drone Show Technologies, we kind of transitioned into that space by telling stories in the sky. So the process of telling that story is very similar, as in we would create a storyboard for a client, they would approve it, we create a script, we create a soundtrack to it, and then pretty much execute the performance in the sky.
Yeah. So when did the idea come about with this drone thing? And what were the ideas? How did you know so this could work and how it will work and stuff like that?
Well, so a few years, I've been a part of the Jamaica Jazz and Blues team for a very long time.
Yeah.
And so one of the things in wanting to bring back the festival a few years ago, we were like, okay, what's one of those things that we could create that wow factor? And we, part of my portfolio was to look into drone light shows. And looking into it, realized that, it's kind of pricey. And then I thought, it might be something that we might want to get into, right? So we use drones to create content and film and record and take pictures, which is a part of the any end product that we create for our clients from the production side of it. But then I figured, okay, you know what? Post-pandemic, time for a change. We've been doing this for the Steady Image for about 24, 25 years. So it was just the best way to transition into a more of a technology-based company. And we've always been a part of UAVs, which is the correct word for drones, and also technology and robotics. So one of the things we actually did when we came down for the independence is to work with the kids at the Heart NSTA Institute. And, they are very hands-on in terms of technology and skills. And I believe they're actually going to a World Skills event next September. So there's a lot of things that happen behind that space that people don't really know about.
Yeah.
We got in touch with Mr. Bent, who is the director there, and he provided some of the kids to work with us, and we passed the knowledge down to them.
Yeah, but what we see in the sky, Adrian, is kind of the end product, because if you have to do all of this on the computer and set up everything and all kinds of stuff, don't?
Yeah, so we work with the JCDC for over months and months ago, working with Mr. Lenford Salmon and Christine and the team, and we discussed the concept and the theme of this year's celebration, which is celebrating our heroes. And it took us about 4 weeks to design, program the whole show. Then we get to the grunt work. We get down to Jamaica. We have about 30 to 35 people that's working with us. We lay out all the drones, we get everything synced and put together, and then we press a button.
Yeah, 300 and then you go to 1,000. I asked a stupid question this morning. What if a bird did get involved in all those drones? What would have happened?
Well, it has never happened. But, I would think if I was a bird, I would stay just hearing all the drones buzzing and going,
Yeah, it was a fantastic show. And it's an amazing show. I watched it last year. I watched it again this year. And you've done wonders. I'm very impressed with you, sir. And I thank you so much for speaking with us this morning. And I suspect we will probably see you doing more for Jamaica, in Jamaica, sooner than later. Blessings to you and blessings to you and your family. And as I said this morning, send down to Jonah, man.
I'll 5 coming for you, man. Don't worry. I'll 5 coming for you.
You have anything coming up that we might want to know about? Any big thing like what you did recently?
Well, we're actually participating at a very important event in Atlanta coming up called InvestFest. And we're also doing the very first drone show in Guyana the end of August. Okay. So that's something we're looking forward to.
All right, my friend. Thanks so much. God bless you and your family. Yeah, man.
All right, you too.
Chief Executive Officer and Creative Director of Lunar Light Drone Show Technologies, Mr. Adrian Allen. That's it for our Diaspora Check-In. All right, so when we come back, it's a fun stop with a memory challenge. All right, that's interesting. It's World Elephant Day, apparently. And they say the elephants don't forget nothing, like I and I. Well, make we see. Soon come.